This short podcast from Annalouiza and Wakil is to celebrate the end of season 2. We also did a video version, so please check the podcast notes for the link to the YouTube video. And thank you. Welcome, everyone. We are so blessed and happy to have completed our second season, which means that thanks to all of you, all of our listeners, and our excellent guests, we've posted 40, count them, 40 podcasts, and we have many more to go.
That's right. And what we have found that every episode has been illuminating and profoundly moving. We've learned so much, and we hope you have as well. The beauty of the podcast format is that you can always go back and look through all of our episodes and listen to any one of them. Each episode has podcast notes with information about how to connect with or find more information about all of our guests.
Yeah, we began the season all the way back in August of last year with an interview with the CEO of one of the new alternative funeral homes here in Seattle. She gave us a really good overview of all the new and more ecological ways for the disposition of a body. She talked about terramation, which is human composting, or other ecological ways for our body's disposition, including aquamation or water cremation. This is a growing field that's not legal everywhere yet, but in all the places where it is legal, the people we talk to and the practitioners often accept bodies from other parts of the country. People that are in the places where it's legal, like Washington and Colorado and some other states, all of them said they would be very happy to work with people no matter where they live.
That's right. We also spoke to folks about natural burial, a practice that is becoming more common again after nearly 200 years of embalming and burying bodies in concrete and steel. We heard from people who make beautiful biodegradable caskets and urns. Check them out on the podcast and admire their creations. One of our guests has created an organization specifically to help people with funeral and vigil planning and the other end-of-life planning details.
Yeah, all of our guests are so awesome, right? We literally finish every episode going, my God, how lucky are we to meet all these incredible people.
Every single time we both kind of sit and hold this little moment when we're like, that was so amazing. So I hope you feel the same way, those listeners out there.
Yeah. Well, we also spent time learning about the people who provide medical assistance in dying, also called MAID, to assist people with death with dignity. They were all profoundly kind and caring to the people and families they worked with. Again, unfortunately, this isn't legal everywhere, but every one of our guests offered to help anyone who would like to consider this option.
That's right. So when we spoke to our pharmacist friend, he has tried to create a more effective and humane version of the cocktail that has been used here, made here in Colorado. He supported over 700 people and is always working with patients and families to approve what he creates. He was so supportive and compassionate. And just as a side note, if you live in a place where you are unable to find a doctor or a community who could support you to find out more about medical aid in dying, you are completely free to reach out to him because he really wants to support anybody who wants this choice.
Yeah, you can find his episode. It's Diffendorfer is his name. Pretty interesting name. So you should be able to find it on our podcast website. So we also talked to a friend of mine, a Black woman. She really came to us. She asked to come and talk to us and help us understand better the cultural differences in the ways that many people of color relate to and deal with end of life and funerals. That was really interesting to me and really fascinating. She was wonderful, as all of our guests are wonderful.
They are, yes.
We got to meet the host of Daughterhood, the podcast, who interviews many, many experts in the field and really had some unique insights about how it is to have a child die, which is one of the more painful and difficult things to go through. And again, all of these guests have podcast notes with ways to get in touch with them and learn more about them.
That's right. I just want to remind everybody that we're doing this to help normalize conversations about end of life. And every single one of these folks are also available to you. They want to be found and support others who are on the same kind of journey about the end of life.
Yeah, exactly.
We also had wonderful poets join us, and guests share their insights into creating unique and beautiful end-of-life celebrations. Our guests shared their wisdom about dementia care, caring for the homeless, mindfulness, and planning for the end of life. On our premium channel, we've posted special video versions of these podcasts for our subscribers. These episodes discuss how to cope with grief in a way that is supportive of those who are still grieving. There is also an episode about advanced care directives and how they work and why they're important. We've learned that some people think that having a DNR, a do not resuscitate, is the same as an advanced care directive. Please subscribe to listen to that and learn why it's important to have both.
You can also find ways to contact both of us to learn about the classes we offer on end-of-life planning and assistance with your advanced care directive on our website. People who subscribe also receive a dynamically updated resource document that is filled with more and more information about end-of-life planning and links to information about all aspects of end-of-life, including books and movies and
That's right.
TED Talks and all sorts of really great resources.
Yeah. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
We have more premium video podcasts planned that will be live soon. One will explain death doulas and how they are trained, and another will cover ritual and its importance in creation. So please subscribe to access these special episodes. In this next season, too, we'll be talking with friends about assisting the incarcerated in their end-of-life work, several conversations with death doulas, an interview with a person working with veterans, and someone working with the LGBTQ plus community, and honestly, many more excellent guests.
Right. Definitely check it out. Check out our website. Find out more about all that we're doing and all that our guests are doing and all about our guests. They're all listed on the website and you can find all of our past podcast episodes there. Something that will interest you. So we so deeply appreciate your listening, and we hope you will share our podcast with your family and your community and enjoy.
Yes. Adios for now. I hope to hear from some of you.
Yep. Take care.
Bye-bye.